So what are you gonna do now? Let me guess. You're gonna start another review.
Bingo.
Hi everyone, I'm the Reminisced Reviewer, and welcome to the final installment of our Halloween special arc. We are reviewing one of the most notable animes, Death Note.
Yes, the ultimate game of cat and mouse. One plays God, the other, well, tries to stop this phenomenon.
Death Note is a Japanese manga series written by Tsugumi Oba and illustrated by Takeshi Obata. After illustrated by Shueisha Manga Magazine Weekly Shonen Jump, 108 chapters were collected and published into 12 tankobon volumes between 2004 and October 2006. Then the anime television series was made, composed of 37 episodes. The anime was developed by Madhouse and directed by Tetsuro Araki. It aired in Japan from October 3rd, 2006 to June 26, 2007.
So, here's the plot. The plot focuses on Light Yagami, a bored but genius high school student who discovers the Death Note, a notebook that kills anyone whose name is written in it, as long as the writer has seen the person's face. After experimenting with the notebook, Light meets the Shinigami Ryuk, the notebook's original owner, who dropped the notebook to the human world out of boredom.
Light tells Ryuk of his plan to create a new world, free from criminals where the morally inclined are fit to remain. And with that, Light has become known to the public as Kira.
You filthy dog! I kill you!
Of course, these activities catch the attention of Interpol and the world-famous detective L, and tricks Light into revealing his location in the Kanto region of Japan. Therefore, L creates a small anti-Kira task force from the local police to help him discover who Kira is, including Suichiro, Light's father. Light and L then begin a game of cat and mouse to try to further their own ends.
Here are the rest of the characters. Misa Amane, a Japanese pop idol, who is known for her gothic-style dress, hyperactive personality, and devotion to Light, falling in love with him after he kills her parents' murderer. As a Death Note owner, she is the second Kira. She also has Shinigami eyes, which allow her to see nearly everyone's name and lifespan. However, she cannot see the lifespan of the Death Note owners. She also does some acting, singing, and modeling.
Mello and Nia, detectives in competition to succeed L. Just as eccentric as L, and unfortunately these guys are the odd couple of the detective world. One plays with toys, the other eats chocolate and uses the mafia. Real professional.
There are other characters in Shinigami,
But we'll let you experience that for yourselves, considering how deep the cat and mouse game goes.
So, what did we think about this anime?
Well, apparently the TV specials filled in any plot holes that were missing from the series. And that is a first for me. Finally!
There is indeed a lot of good stuff to like about this anime, which we will get to right now. The theme songs? The first one isn't my cup of tea, but it does have a flair as to what this anime is. As for the second one, it also has a flair, but with a rock and roll and a surreal atmosphere. Here are the rules and how to use the Death Note. Rule number 1. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. Rule number 2. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. Rule number 3. If the cause of death is written within the next 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. Rule number 4. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. Rule number 5. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And since we don't have much time, here are the rest of the rules. There are some other details, but we won't bother or spoil it for you.
The main character may think he has the right idea, but when you think about it, he's nothing more than a rather sick, twisted, and perverted individual. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was that he convinced the world he didn't exist. In this case, it's light. While fighting for justice, he kills innocent people and those who get in his way, convincing himself that what he's doing is right, and not seeing the corrupt monster he's become.
I like Ryak. He is my favourite character. The fact that this otherworldly creature that started the whole shebang and wanders around like the bunny man from Donnie Darko or a demented Jiminy Cricket in a seemingly fairly normal world, what's not to love?
Yeah, well, who doesn't like him? He's into apples and he talks to people. And perhaps he's no different to us.
Funny you should mention that. Because there are a few fan theories that the Shinigami were once human. And given what we learn about the users of the Death Note, well again, I don't want to spoil that.
Well, considering the fan base is so big, what's the point of spoiling it? Oh, by the way, fair warning. In about episode 25, the anime will probably die down. And probably drag. As for the ending, well, let's just say it has a decent conclusion.
Also, I do like Misa. I mean, come on, look at her. And maybe to a lesser extent, L. Speaking of which, I know a lot of people love that guy. Mainly because of how clever he can be, as well as being humorous at times, among other things. Some say he's an autistic person, which makes sense given his quirks.
Well, that pretty much sums it up. I can't think of anything else. Well, let's wrap this up with a few fun facts from anime.
Death Note is one of the best known animes, and it spawned many live-action movies, such as the 2-part live-action movie and a TV series. And a spin-off movie and a novel, L Changed the World. And the follow-up movie, Death Note, Light Up the New World. As well as a musical and an American adaptation, with Willem Dafoe voicing the Shinigami.
Final verdict. This anime is very good. I recommend this to those who love thrills, suspense, and intricate characters with the mythos involving a killer notebook. Well, that wraps up another Halloween special.
Oh, by the way, thanks for the apple.
Oh, don't fake me. You can fake the students from the last episode.
Okay.
I'm the Reminisce Reviewer. Analyst? Oh no. He's dead! Well, not for long! You!
Yes, it was I.
It's not possible! Actually, knowing you and the theories, it's plausible. So you were the one who gave him the apple.
I had to make do. Given I don't have a Death Note anymore, and even if I did, a 7th Death Note on Earth won't work.
So you disguised yourself as a student to poison the analyst so I can open the safe and retrieve the life note. You diabolical monster, you!
But that's not all. I also know you have the genie in that safe, and now that everything is in place, I shall wish my way to victory! Where's the genie?
That's not his bottle. Behold! Hello, I am Clean Eugene!
What? Impossible!
Not really. I just wish for a new genie after the Bob and the Bottle review. And speaking of clean, I wish that light was sent back to the Shinigami world and never to hurt us ever again. Okay. Thanks. You're welcome.
Did you just raise me from the dead?
Maybe? Yes. I mean, why am I even hiding this from you at all?
This has been another Halloween special from the Anime Addicts.
Happy Halloween, everyone!